Why do people not say the word "an" anymore?
Hi, my name's Woody. I'm a linguist and a professor of the English language, and I have an answer to your question. First of all, remember that a lot of people still do say "and." It's not like everybody stopped saying it. But to explain why this change is happening, we need to explain why this word exists in the first place. It actually comes from the word one. It's an indefinite article. I have an apple, which is used very similarly to an indefinite pronoun like one would hope. This is the original, and is a more recent change. In fact, if we look at English's sister language, Dutch, which is much more conservative than English, you'll see that it's changed much less. The words are still the same as the number one. These are usually pronounced differently, un versus een, and when we developed to separate consonant sounds, Dutch did not. They still use un. We also use un to separate vowel sounds. This is called a phonetic constraint. We don't want to pronounce that same vowel twice in a row. Instead of saying apple, we say an apple. But that's not the only way to separate those words. We can also do it with a glottal stop, which is probably what you're hearing. Apple. Glottal stop is another consonant, just like N. It's usually an allophone instead of its own phoneme in English, so it doesn't have a letter that typically represents it, which is why some people might not think about it as a consonant, but it is, and we use it in English all over the world. For example, the stereotypical British bottle, or in my North American accent, I would say button. Both of those are using a glottal stop to replace a T. But why is it becoming more common to use that instead of an? Language is constantly evolving. Remember, the only reason we have this is because the word one changed to an, and then we have because the word an changed to a. Features from one dialect spread to other dialects. Sometimes entirely different dialects develop the same feature independently. This is all part of natural linguistic evolution. It's completely valid and correct. Every accent, every dialect, every language, the way everybody speaks around the world, no matter what they look or sound like, are all equally valid and beautiful.